This is a paid presentation for Don Sullivan's Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog, brought to you by Caswit. Contrary to popular belief, dogs can be trained at a very young age. You're watching a 7-week-old Pomeranian puppy as he learns how to fetch right before your eyes. This all happened in less than 5 minutes. Pretty amazing.
What a good dog.
Dogs, dogs, dogs. We all love these cute, furry, and adorable, but sometimes naughty creatures. Stay tuned to see how quickly bad behaviors can be changed, no matter the size, the breed, or the age of your dog. This dog's barking problem was fixed in 15 minutes. This strong dog dangerously pulled on his leash, fixed in just 15 minutes. This adorable food thief learned that taking human food was not acceptable in just 10 minutes. This chronic jumper nearly knocked over all visiting guests, fixed in just 10 minutes. This aggressive dog was a danger to strangers. Not anymore. Meet Don Sullivan, the dog father, who is known around the world for his amazing training techniques. Don's dog Judah learned these handy tricks in only 15 minutes each. He believes that most of us do not give our dogs credit for being as smart as they are. He says that most dogs are capable of doing incredible feats, and that bad or annoying behaviors can be fixed quickly, and many within just 30 minutes.
Everybody wants to have the wonderful Disney kind of relationship with their dog, but they don't know the steps how to get there. You know, I'm sort of the key between a dog who knows what's expected of him and the dog that they really wanted, which would just kind of hang around and do everything without a leash on and never run out the door and not run out in the street and all those things. They all want to be there, but there's this big gap and they don't know how to get there. And the missing factor is it's not treats or not a bigger cookie, right? It's adding a little bit of discipline. And the discipline is a short period of time, a couple of weeks, and it's over.
Introducing Don Sullivan's Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog System, guaranteed to create a dramatic and positive change in your dog in just minutes or your money back. Created by master wildlife and dog trainer Don Sullivan, also known as the Dog Father. This amazing system gives you Don's years of powerful knowledge on 2 DVDs, packed with everything you need to know to train your dog. And his trademark tools, the Command Collar and the Freedom Training Lines, to quickly solve problem dog behaviors and turn your dog into the perfect dog.
Never expected to see it. Thought, yeah, right, I can't wait to see how this works. And it does.
Malibu is now 4. I got her from Guide Dogs of the Desert. They couldn't keep her any longer because of her behavior. Huntington we got last June, and he's out of control.
We've had to really change our lifestyle.
The pulling on the walks is out of control.
When we have people over, we'd like it if they were to approach them respectfully, not jump up all over them, and so that we can have people come over and not feel like they're getting attacked.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, a little embarrassed.
They're destroying the destructive behavior.
We've probably spent close to $1,000 on stuff that's just been destroyed because he's chewed it up.
Yeah, and I guess we argue about it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of arguments here and there. It can cause problems between us and, you know.
Because neither of our disciplining is working them, so constantly we're just yelling instead.
He's very stubborn, and I was amazed. I was sitting there watching as Don was giving a down command, and I was just simply amazed at how quick he picked it up. I stepped in there, tried to do exactly what Don had explained for me to do, and he was still a little bit stubborn. It took a few times, but after that, he got it, and he understands it. He knows exactly what he needs to do.
Last Sunday, he was biting on a 6-year-old's hand, and today there was a 6-year-old in front of him that was doing cartwheels, and he didn't budge. I didn't realize that could happen in such a short span. I thought it would take a year to get him to be able to behave like that.
He was the perfect dog.
The dogs were having eye contact, and I was very impressed with that in a 5-minute span, that they were actually paying attention. We were connecting more. It's a magnificent result.
In 30 minutes, you can walk them without having to be pulled down the street.
We were walking them without a leash.
Yeah, now we're walking them without a leash, you know, very easily.
The one thing I do really like about this particular training method is the fact that there's no treats involved. The only reward the dogs get is our own personal praise and love. And with Malibu and Huntington, treat training was not working for us. Malibu was putting on weight quite excessively.
It wasn't so much dog training as it was people training. You know, just the simple things that humans have to do to be able to speak their language and have them understand. And Don's system tells you, this is how you communicate with a dog, basically. I mean, it's very simple.
It's common sense, really. Anybody could do it.
It's not hard. It's just common sense. I'm looking forward to having people over and being able to just enjoy the dogs and not have them run the show.
It feels amazing. It's definitely going to give us a better quality of life.
I'll buy 20 copies myself and send them all my friends and family. Not just because I'm in the video, but because it really works.
A lot of people are pretty stunned, especially when we say a short period of time it's going to be fixed, because they're thinking, well, maybe a week or 2 weeks or something, and in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, your dog is lying down and staying, and people are running past, and there's balls bouncing around, and there's all kinds of distractions, and it's as if the dog has worked for months. And so it's almost in disbelief. There's sometimes we get into the dogs that are pretty crazy, and I fix it so fast that they almost forget there was a problem, because their brain is kind of trying to put all these pieces together. Why is the dog not doing all these things? So, and again, as long as they maintain what I show them, or in my DVDs, same thing. It's 5 hours of instruction. So much stuff out there, TV shows and magazines, all these articles. It's just about pamper, spoil, and it's the worst thing for dogs. Dogs are getting put down, killed every day. Even as we're sitting here right now, there's dogs being put to sleep at this moment all across the country and around the world for behavior issues that they think couldn't be changed because the method they're using isn't working. But if they change the method, thousands and thousands and thousands of dogs will be saved every single year.
This is Gracie. She wants nothing more than tons of attention, but along with that comes horrible separation anxiety. She goes nuts when I leave for work. She will take down your curtains, your blinds, anything to get out. She's really good at opening doors. I feel bad for the panic she's feeling. If she is to get out in that panic, she could get hit by a car and be harmed. So I'm looking for techniques for her to just be able to calm her down, and I think it would be great if we could learn some of those techniques today.
She is what they would call separation anxiety type of dog. As soon as you move away, then she starts panicking and freaking out. But what's happening is that when you use that term separation anxiety, what you're going to get is an emotion from you, which is sympathy. Okay? You're going to feel sorry for her, which is going to affect the way you deal with her. This typically happens when people bring rescue dogs home, is that they label them with that label as well, rescue dog, and the dog will live with that label for the rest of his life.
Sure.
That also again affects because you're worried about the past. Dogs don't care about the past. They care about today and the next moment and what's coming up ahead. If you take this dog and you say, okay, we got a lot of dogs around here. If we say there's a pack of wild dogs here, we're going to take you away from the human environment where it's been messed up, you've been messed up. We're going to chuck you in that pack of dogs. Now they're going to discipline her the moment she gets there. They don't care about her issues, how she feels. They absolutely don't care about how she feels. They care about if she's respecting them, okay? So what we need to do is take that same mentality and recognize that once she fits into a pack of dogs, then she can build a good relationship with those dogs, but there's always that initial establishment of who's in control.
Sure.
Humans bring the dog in and try to be nice to it, okay? So what we need to do with her is give her some rules right now.
How do I get her to comply with not having her, what you're calling now, aggression, or what I call separation anxiety issues? I need her to comply with not having that when I tell her no.
Right, and that will simply be you changing, being willing and open to changing the way you physically deal with your dog, and understanding that all forms of sort of the dominance, the barkiness, anything like that, it all has to be physically corrected. Without the physical correction, you won't win.
I think it would be great if all rescues, or any rescue, could have Don's system. There was a clear logic behind it. Even though not everyone could come with us today and see this in person, had they, I think everybody would be a believer for sure. There's a lot of dogs that will get placed and will come back. If all the volunteers have used that same system, I really believe that it will help the dog stay in that home, and that's really what our goal is. And any rescue, I don't care what breed you're with, is to place a dog in a good home where it can stay and have consistency and love.
Bud and I have had dogs since we've been married, which is almost 40 years. And we have never had these issues come up with all our other dogs. We currently have 2 Labradors who are perfect. So this was a real surprise to have this devil child come into our home. She exhibits behavior that we have not seen with our other dog. She bites, she barks, she does not come when we call her. She chews up anything that is left out. She loves toilet paper, which is all over the house. She has now gotten to be a long dog, and she jumps up if there's food on the counter or on the table. What I'm afraid of is we're going to have a dog that will destroy our house. I had talked to my breeder. I said, I don't know if I can do this. We've never had a dog like this. So she just said, I don't think she wanted her back. So she said, just stick with it and see what happens. Yeah. And then I happened to turn on TV, and a miracle appeared, and there was Don's system. So that's why we thought, well, maybe this is meant to be.
And so it makes it really simple because I'm not having to say a whole ton of stuff to the dog. I'm pretty quiet. I'm not barking a bunch of commands. Pick it up. I'm also dealing with another dog that's retrieving. I'm giving commands to the other dog. Judah. See how she's restraining herself there?
To have this happen in this brief period of time is pretty shocking. About 30 minutes ago, before we started the Perfect Dog System, she was not listening to us at all. She didn't do a down command. She didn't do a stay command. And we are here to tell you she can do it all now perfectly because she's now the perfect dog. We're very active in our local community as far as shelters and adoption, and this is what we need. We need to foster good behavior, good techniques, and thank you, Don, for your wonderful methods. We're thrilled, absolutely thrilled, yeah.
How would you like to have a dog that would immediately obey your every command? Not only the basic commands that every well-mannered dog should know, like sit, stay, come, and down, but also one free of any bad behaviors, like barking, pulling, chewing, chasing, jumping, digging, bolting, and even aggression. Well, now you can, and you'll see the changes in just minutes. Introducing Don Sullivan's Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog System, guaranteed to create a dramatic and positive change in your dog in just minutes, or your money back. Created by master wildlife and dog trainer Don Sullivan, also known as the Dog Father. This amazing system gives you Don's years of powerful knowledge on 2 DVDs, packed with everything you need to know to train your dog. This system comes with a command collar, a non-shock collar which keeps your dog focused and helps you communicate your commands instantly.
It was easy, it was fast.
Made of lightweight plastic and so comfortable, your dog will be happy to wear it. For extra small to medium dogs, get the small collar. For large to extra large dogs, get the large collar. The command collar comes with extra links to allow a custom fit, or you can add links as your dog grows. It fits all breeds and all sizes. You'll also get the Freedom Training Lines, a set of 3 different length training lines that gradually wean your dog off the need to be leashed. Just think of the freedom and fun you'll have when you can completely trust that your dog will listen and obey you in any environment.
We walk into the bank, I tell her to go down and stay. I do my bank business, and the bankers all look in amazement. How do you get your dog to do that?
A well-trained dog is a safe dog. Watch this. Oliver, an 11-week-old puppy, would bolt out of the front door and was almost hit by a car. More than once. Just minutes after using Don's boundary line training, he wouldn't leave the front door, even with the temptation of children playing. Imagine giving your dog a boundary line, like the front yard or the front door, and completely trusting him not to cross the boundary you've set, even if it means not joining in on the fun. No other dog training system offers this unique boundary line benefit.
Kirby used to take off out on the street, and what Don has taught me with his method is to take him out there and he doesn't cross the boundary, and it's wonderful.
No more fattening treat training. No more baby gates. No more useless training devices. Now with Don Sullivan's Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog System, you can have the dog you've always dreamed of. Short on time? Don shows you how to incorporate training into your everyday life in only minutes a day. Just think of all the money you'll save when your dog is well trained. No more chewed shoes, ripped furniture, or destroyed yards. No more embarrassing moments, and no more heartaches. Don Sullivan's clients pay him thousands of dollars to personally train their dogs, but call now and you can get the complete Don Sullivan dog training system for only 3 payments of $29.95. That's 2 DVDs, the command collar, the set of 3 Freedom lines, and an organizer bag, all for less than you'd pay for most dog training classes. But wait, order within the next 20 minutes and we'll make the last payment for you. That's right, the complete Don Sullivan Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog can be yours for only 2 payments of $29.95. And when you call, ask the operator how you can get the Fun Fetch Ball, the perfect tool for teaching your dog how to retrieve. It's an easy way to exercise your dog and tire him out without wearing you out. Don't let another stressful day go by. Call now and ask to have Don Sullivan's Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog rush to you now. Have a hassle-free relationship with your pet no matter what age or size. Hurry, call now.
Hold him back.
I don't know what to do with him. I swear to God, tomorrow is his birthday. He's going to be 1. He's been through tons of training. The trainers that I worked with before thought that this was just temporary because he was a puppy and he'll grow out of it and not to worry about it. And it just keeps getting worse and worse all the time. Nobody will even ring my doorbell because they know that they're going to get attacked. He's very protective of me. When other people are involved, he is just out of control. I think within the first 5 minutes, he was a different dog. I swear it, Don Sullivan's Perfect Dog program is evidence. It was an unbelievable transformation that I never thought could ever happen with this dog. We are walking and he's civil and he's not barking, he's not pulling. He's a love dog. My doorbell rings and he sits there and he looks and he doesn't bark and charge, and it's just a wonderful thing. And he's no longer ready to eat children. I mean, I'm just totally amazed.
Good boy.
It's a headache. You can't even imagine how annoying it is to have a dog constantly barking at every little thing. Just constantly barking at the TV anytime we're trying to watch any cartoon, anything that has a dog, animal, or a strange noise. She just goes crazy, barking, barking, barking. And then when the kids are playing with the ball, she'll normally go after my oldest son's face. She'll just nip at him. She won't bite him, but she'll nip at him, which is, it scares me because one day it's going to be to the point where she's going to bite him pretty hard and there's going to be blood. It's a scary situation with kids. I have a 1.5-year-old, and anytime you give the baby any kind of food or cheese, Quigley grabs it right out of his hand and he gets so frustrated. He's got a little bit of a temper, so he freaks. As a matter of fact, yesterday she threw up 4 or 5 times from just stealing food from the kids. I was cleaning up throw up all day yesterday. I mean, between diapers and throw up, I'm just ready to start Don's system. Absolutely, I'm so ready. I want to do it today. I watched Don's DVD and I was able to take Quigley outside and I was able to train her within 10 to 15 minutes on the problems I was having. She never even jumped on any of the kids. She wasn't doing that at all, and it's all from Don's DVD. And it's not even fazing her to see any dog on the TV. Amazing. I mean, it's a miracle. I can't believe that it happened so fast and she's being so good. So it's just amazing. Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing. Oh my God, you're done. You're done. You're like the best little girly girl in the world. Now it's going to be nice to have people come over and watch TV and not her freak out. I think it's amazing that she didn't grab the cheese from my knee or from the floor. She didn't grab it from the baby's hand. I have a bunch of people in mind for Dawn's system. It is fabulous. It's a miracle. They're never too old. You can train a dog and it can happen so quick. I've had a few people say, oh, my dog's too old. No, there's no such thing. I mean, I didn't think this dog could even hear. I thought the dog was deaf half the time. And I mean, she listened and she's so obedient now and she's not even leaving my side. This is beautiful. Yeah, I would tell everyone, it's amazing. It really is. I'm blown away.
She came from a shelter. I spent about $1,000 on training with no result. I feel ripped off. Nope. The aggression is what scares me. I take her out on the leash, and if she sees a dog she doesn't know, she'll lunge at it. I mean, to the point where I've lost the leash and she'll run after it. It's sad and it's heartbreaking to know that I really can't take her out in public. I was at the coffee shop last Sunday and she just went nuts. I had to leave.
Good. Walk right up to Judah. There you go. Good. Pat her on the head. It's a good girl.
I was amazed. I've never seen her be that calm. Having the other dog walk around her and she just sat there and just did not react at all. For Miley to be how she is took 5 minutes. I was amazed. I've never seen her act that well. I'm frustrated because I spent all this time and money on training when it was this simple. I'm relieved that I found a solution. I'm just upset that I didn't know about it sooner. I won't never use treat training again. I've done it, it's not effective. It doesn't work. It's pretty great, it's amazing. I can go out now with her in public. It works and I'd like to see it used more often with other people who also have behavioral problems with their dogs.
This is amazing. Just like, 2 hours ago, she had lunged at my dog and now she's totally calm. Doesn't even seem like the same dog.
I think that Dawn has pointed out a lot of issues that we weren't even aware of. Rocket is a rescue that I got a couple years ago. With his training today, he was very belligerent about walking on the leash. And he constantly was trying to jump on us. And after Dawn showing me, he was walking perfectly on the leash in, I think it was 10 minutes, 15 minutes flat. And I went in the house just a minute ago, he did not jump on me. And that is truly amazing because that's the first thing he does to me is come rushing and jumping on me. So tomorrow morning, I am walking out of the house with clean clothes.
This is a regular collar. Everybody buys one when they get their dog. All the training facilities that people go to think it's just fine and acceptable to walk your dog around on one of these things because it seems like it's humane, because you can put this against your skin and it's so baby soft, it's going to be comfortable. The problem is that when a dog lunges against one of these things, when they want to go out and do something, smell something, attack another dog, whatever it is, there's absolutely no way to correct a dog on this. And the unfortunate part is that people do try to correct their dog because the training places tell them that's okay. Pull your dog back, pull your dog back. Every time the dog hits that, there's damage caused to the throat. You'll see that many dogs walk along and they're gagging and they're getting trachea damage by the force of the pressure constantly pulling against their throat as this is being dragged backwards. And people will try to jerk their dogs back with this as well, never getting a change in behavior, never getting a result. So the dog is getting jerked and constantly pulling. So this cannot be used as a training device. So what I use is my command collar. It goes around the neck in the same fashion, but it's got a bit of nip to it. It's got some bite, which is going to very quickly teach this dog that pulling is unacceptable. No matter how many situations I go into after the first 5 minutes, she's not going to pull. So there's no more danger to her throat. So where people get all bent out of shape and they think, oh, but it's corrective, it looks nasty, it looks mean. If we recognize the fact that what's meaner, a couple of corrections with a collar that creates a change in the behavior so you can move forward and not have a dog who's pulling and then eventually get your dog completely off the leash. This tool here, useless, will never get your dog off a leash and you'll end up with this nagging correction against the dog's throat constantly. Tons of dogs I've dealt with have throat problems because of using one of these regular collars.
How would you like to have a dog that would immediately obey your every command? Not only the basic commands that every well-mannered dog should know, like sit, stay, come, and down, but also one free of any bad behaviors, like barking, pulling, chewing, chasing, jumping, digging, bolting, and even aggression. Well, now you can. and you'll see the changes in just minutes. Introducing Don Sullivan's Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog System, guaranteed to create a dramatic and positive change in your dog in just minutes or your money back. Created by master wildlife and dog trainer Don Sullivan, also known as the Dog Father. This amazing system gives you Don's years of powerful knowledge on 2 DVDs, packed with everything you need to know to train your dog. This system comes with the command collar, a non-shock collar which keeps your dog focused and helps you communicate your commands instantly.
It was easy, it was fast.
Made of lightweight plastic and so comfortable, your dog will be happy to wear it. For extra small to medium dogs, get the small collar. For large to extra large dogs, get the large collar. The command collar comes with extra links to allow a custom fit, or you can add links as your dog grows. It fits all breeds and all sizes. You'll also get the Freedom Training Lines, a set of 3 different length training lines that gradually wean your dog off the need to be leashed. Just think of the freedom and fun you'll have when you can completely trust that your dog will listen and obey you in any environment.
We walk into the bank, I tell her to go down and stay. I do my bank business, and the bankers all look in amazement. How do you get your dog to do that?
A well-trained dog is a safe dog. Watch this. Oliver, an 11-week-old puppy, would bolt out of the front door and was almost hit by a car. More than once. Just minutes after using Don's boundary line training, he wouldn't leave the front door, even with the temptation of children playing. Imagine giving your dog a boundary line, like the front yard or the front door, and completely trusting him not to cross the boundary you've set, even if it means not joining in on the fun. No other dog training system offers this unique boundary line benefit.
Kirby used to take off out in the street, and what Don has taught me with his method is to take him out there and he doesn't cross the boundary, and it's wonderful.
No more fattening treat training. No more baby gates. No more useless training devices. Now with Don Sullivan's Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog System, you can have the dog you've always dreamed of. Short on time? Don shows you how to incorporate training into your everyday life in only minutes a day. Just think of all the money you'll save when your dog is well trained. No more chewed shoes, ripped furniture, or destroyed yards. No more embarrassing moments, and no more heartaches. Don Sullivan's clients pay him thousands of dollars to personally train their dogs, but call now and you can get the complete Don Sullivan dog training system for only 3 payments of $29.95. That's 2 DVDs, the command collar, the set of 3 Freedom Lines, and an organizer bag, all for less than you'd pay for most dog training classes. But wait, order within the next 20 minutes and we'll make the last payment for you. That's right, the complete Don Sullivan Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog can be yours for only 2 payments of $29.95. And when you call, ask the operator how you can get the Fun Fetch Ball, the perfect tool for teaching your dog how to retrieve. It's an easy way to exercise your dog and tire him out without wearing you out. Don't let another stressful day go by. Call now and ask to have Don Sullivan's Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog rush to you now. Have a hassle-free relationship with your pet no matter what age or size. Hurry, call now.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement for Don Sullivan's Secrets to Training the Perfect Dog, brought to you by Caswit.